There's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to you guys with another Hollywood Hot Topics. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, let me know what you guys think about this video. Like I said, the reason why I'm dressed like this, and I said it last night, that's why I did that live last night so late, because I just came from filming something. So I'm filming the second day of it today. So that's why I'm dressed like this. So I don't want y'all to think I'm that fancy that I'm just like getting up in geesh like I'm about to go on on trial and on the stands to testify against Mehgan. So no, just so you guys know, that's why I'm dressed like this. This is pre-recorded. This is not live. I know a lot of y'all be asking, is it live? Is it live? Is it live? It's pre-recorded, but still stay tuned because we're gonna get into some things and we're gonna talk about some stuff. Okay, so make sure you gotta hit that like button before I get into it. Okay, so one of the first things I saw waking up, and this is why it's so not good, you guys, to check social media when you wake up. I seen Twitch passed away. If you guys don't know Twitch, I grew up on Twitch, so this to me hit a little bit different because this is someone who, like, when I was little, I watched him on So You Think You Could Dance. That was one of my favorite shows to ever watch when I was little, was So You Could Think You Could Dance. Like with Kat, the British lady hosting, she'd be like, hey, you know, coming up soon, we have a ballet duet with Twitch and Julian. Give it up for them. Give it up. Okay, so like I used to be on So You Think You Could Dance, like that was my geesh. Okay, me and my sisters used to watch that all the time. So I knew, like, him passing away the way he did was so tragic to me because this isn't some random celebrity. This is someone I've seen since I was very, very, very small. So apparently he went to a hotel near his home and had a pow and ended up unaliving himself in the hotel, and they ended up finding his body. He did have children. He had about 3 children and a wife. So it's really sad that this happened. Everybody that knew him had nothing but great things to say. A lot of celebrities came out with, of course, great things to say about him after his passing. So not only did he even was a contestant on So You Think You Could Dance, he came back as the partner. Because how So You Think You Could Dance works is you have the people competing and you have like the instructor. It's kind of like Dancing with the Stars. So he came runner-up that season, which I swear he should have won that season. So I'm like low-key pissed, especially with this news. Should have won that season, to be honest, but came up as runner-up and then came back as like the instructor for like a couple seasons and stuff like that. So it's just sad. Also, he was Ellen's DJ as well. I know Ellen's probably taking this really harshly because they were very close. I remember when the Ellen show was on, she used to love him some Twitch. Okay, love him some Twitch. It's kind of sad that this happened. This is why you always have to check on people that you may think, you know, is the strongest, the people that's always smiling and laughing, give you jokes. Make sure you check on them. I'm just saying. So it's really sad that this happened. So rest in peace to Twitch. Okay, I know he's looking down on us now. Okay, it's just sad because when you have a family, it is different. So now these kids are going to have to grow up without a father, and then the wife is probably in extreme shock and in grief after finding out this news. So lesson learned. I ain't gonna check my Instagrams no more when I wake up because that was one of the first things that I saw after that long, exhausting day yesterday. Next thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, was something a little bit messy. The trial. So let's talk about the trial. It's day 3, you guys, and Miss Kelsey, Miss Boon Cat, I'm gonna call her, took the stands. Why did you come? Why did you come? It makes no sense to me why this girl even showed up, why she even decided to step a foot into the trial. Like, why? If you're not going to say what happened either on Mehgan's side or on Tory's defense, why even show up? Because you're wasting everybody's time. The judge should have fined her and held her in contempt of court. You know how everybody hates Chris, how the mama was like, Attica. They should have did that with her because it's like you wasted everybody's time coming up in that trial with your bouffant wig on, coming up in there sashaying with your walk jig. And then you're going to get up in the stand talking about you can't remember. But she remembered everything that Mehgan did, but she didn't remember anything that she did. That makes no sense to me. And anybody who tries to justify that to me is a fool. It doesn't matter how much you hate Mehgan or what. It just doesn't make any sense to me how she went on the trial and say that. The first thing that she went on the trial on the stands for and asked is for immunity, of course, because the girl didn't want to be persecuted in any type of way. All right. So the girl asked for immunity, so that way she's not able to be linked and prosecuted with any of the crimes. So she knew to do that. And then when they asked her certain questions, she had amnesia, girl. She didn't remember. Okay, she had too much Four Locos, and she just didn't even know what was going on. The Four Locos got upside her head, which I'm just like. The judge, I'm surprised, didn't really snap on her. Apparently, I think the prosecution got a little snappy at her because why you just all of a sudden can't remember stuff. But if I was the judge, I would have been like, get up. You see that door? Walk out. Okay, so this was someone that was, of course, on site and had some updates for us as well. Shout out to @Lawyer for Workers.
We walked out of that courtroom just now. Every single person was shocked. Every single person was frozen. A lot of people were looking at me like, bro, tell me what is going on. Kelsey took the stand. Before she even started talking, there were fireworks. This started with Kelsey coming in and saying she is invoking her Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and not testify. When someone invokes the Fifth Amendment, they have to be invoking it because if they were to testify, they would be giving testimony that incriminates themselves. She said, I will not testify because I would be giving testimony that I'm incriminating myself. That's what it means when she invoked the Fifth Amendment. Now, the government offered her immunity. They said that we will not prosecute you and use this testimony against you, so please testify. Her lawyer came back and said, well, that's not good enough. I don't want you to just not use her testimony against her. I want you to confirm to me that you will not prosecute her for any crimes arising out of this instance, out of this situation. The prosecutors said, yes, on the record, we will not be charging Kelsey for anything that came out of this incident. And then she testified. I'm going to go over the whole testimony in the next video, but here's the piece that we just left off at lunch. The courtroom is just, I can't even explain the tension. They asked her, at one point, did Tory ever say that I'll shoot you? And she said, I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right, which suggests, they asked her, what's the context? When did he say I'm going to shoot you? She said, I invoked the Fifth, which suggests that the context was Kelsey was doing something. Perhaps Meg was also doing something that would incriminate her. That's the context. That's what I get from it. That's my opinion. That's my read of it. For those of you who have been telling me that I'm biased and that there's only one angle to this story and that a man pulled a gun and shot 5 times at another woman and that the prosecutors haven't charged him with attempted murder, but I'm biased. If you believe the story that a man pulled a gun and shot 5 times at another woman, he hasn't been charged with attempted murder, and now you have another woman in the car saying, I plead the Fifth.
What y'all think, y'all? What y'all think? What y'all think? Okay, so here's my whole thing. If you're saying plead the Fifth, this is giving either he gave you some money so you could be quiet, or 2, you and Tory was playing jigsaw and tug of war with the pow. That's what it's giving, because it's just not adding up. It's really not adding up. And it's like, why did you even show up? Girl, I know legally she had to, y'all. I'm just like, it's like, still, why did you even, it's so frustrating to me. It's so annoying to me. This is why you really got to be careful of who you call your friends, okay? Because later on, I'm going to play the second video. He says something that is so like crazy to me, because they asked her at one point, hey, what's so frustrating and traumatizing for you right now? And she's like, Mehgan's lies. This girl right now, don't get me wrong, Mehgan did some things to where she got her friends to kind of hop on Kelsey. So I think Mehgan should have played a little bit smarter. That's where Mehgan messed up. She's a little bit too prideful. Girl, this is what I would have did. If, of course, Kelsey has something to do with it, I would have felt bad from her, but I would have never agitated her. I would have never tried to throw shots at her, none of that. I would have let her sit in that guilt, so that way when this moment comes, when she's in that courtroom and she's testifying, all that guilt would hit her like a ton of bricks, and she would start bawling and she would start crying and she would start admitting everything that happened. She'd be like, oh my God, I'm sorry, Megan. You haven't talked to me for years. I'm sorry. He shot her. He did it. He did it. He did it right there. He did it right there. Like, we would have got one of those moments, and that would have ended the case right there, okay? Judge would have been like, boom, shakala, Queen's Court. It would have been over. So I think that's when Mehgan kind of messed up. She's a little bit too, like, high feet and too sort of, what's the word? It's the word when you. Oh yeah, she reacts too much on instinct. So I think she was sort of mad that probably she caught feelings for Tory allegedly and found out probably Kelsey and Tory was kind of, you know, doing some things together and probably got jealous of that and wanted Tory. So I think that's where the little bit of hurt and animosity came from. So she was like, oh, let me keep throwing shots. Let me keep throwing shots. But wrong move. Wrong move.
Trade her Kelsey's testimony. They asked her, how are you feeling? She said, I don't want to be here. They asked her, what's triggering you? She said, quote, lies from Mehgan. She was asked, what lies? That I betrayed her, that I am a bad friend, that I took hush money. She was asked, how do you feel about the allegation that you shot Mehgan? She said, that's ridiculous. She was asked, how did you meet Tory Lanez? Me and Meg both met him at the same time at a Rock Nation brunch. She continued that after they met, Meg wanted to hook Tory up with Kelsey, that did happen, that Kelsey and Tory were engaged in an intimate relationship, that Kelsey got COVID, went back to Texas, and during the time she was back at Texas, having left LA, Tory and Meg started getting it on. They talked about the night of the incident. They got to Kylie Jenner's house around 3 to 4 p.m. She was a great witness, by the way. She answered everything extremely knowledgeably, extremely truthfully. I believe every word she said. She never seemed like she was trying to hide something, except when she pled the fifth, of course. Now, she's clarified this was not a party. Those were just people hanging out. There was maybe 5 or 6 people before Tory got there. There was a lot of alcohol. She said at one point she did pass out. When she woke up, Tory was there. They were all in the pool. They were having fun. She confirmed a lot of the speculation. Tory was hooking up or trying to hook up, flirting with Kylie in the pool. Meg was very agitated, trying to leave with.
And Kylie, you a hooker whore. Because what are you doing with Tory Lanez? Like, come on. It's like 2 children dating at that point, girl. Just 2 adolescents bumping coochies. That's, it's nasty. Okay? Like, really? Tory? I guess this was a point in time where Kylie was trying to find herself. This was a time, this is the period, I believe, where the lip plump thing come. Remember that whole trend when it was going around where like you put your lips in the cup and then you go, and then you got lips like Queen B from Big Legs Baddies collection, like that. This was around the time I feel like Kylie was trying to find herself. I think this was after the whole lip plump thing or before it, like soon, but like, you get what I mean. I feel like that was the time she was trying to find herself, because it's like her being in a pool with Tory Lanez partying, it just doesn't make any sense to something she would do right now at this moment, to be honest. So really, Kylie?
Tory did not want to leave. She contradicted Meg's testimony. Meg said, oh, I don't remember ever leaving once and then coming back. Kelsey testified they all got in the car. They left without Tory. As they were going, Meg is rambling, being just weird, and then says, oh, I forgot my slipper. Let's go back. They all go back to get her slipper. Then they grab Tory. Kelsey didn't go in at that point when they went back. But when they came out, Meg came out with Tory, and Meg said to Kelsey, bitch, Kylie told us it's time for us to go. Tory drops the bombshell that he had been hooking up with Meg. Kelsey did not know this. The first time she learned this is in that car. That's when the argument ensues. That's when just lots of arguing. Meg, Kelsey did not.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to rewind that back because that story is. It's sounding fun. I'm gonna have to rewind that back, y'all. Hold on.
But when they came out, Meg came out with Tory, and Meg said to Kelsey, bitch, Kylie told us it's time for us to go. Tory drops the bombshell that he had been hooking up with Meg. Kelsey did not know this. The first time she learned this is in that car. That's when the argument ensues. That's when just lots of arguing is going back and forth. The prosecutor really tried to pin it down and make it look like the argument was only between Tory and Mehgan. Kelsey was adamant that, nah, everybody was arguing with each other. It was a mess. She confirmed that Meg was dissing Tory's career, his skills as an artist. This stuff all crescendoed. The prosecutors asked her about, was there ever a threat made by Tory to shoot? She said yes. Prosecutor asked her, what's the context? She said, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
See, this is where she loses me. If you're going to confirm that he said that, say what he said, period. And this is what we're talking about, what people are speculating, that he gave you some chimichanga, not some chimichanga, because that's chimichangas. He gave you some cointadas. He gave you some coins so you could shut your mouth. So this is why people are saying that. People are just not saying that just because they think you on his, it's because of that. Those two specific questions. If he did threaten her, what context was it in? But because you got that little check allegedly from Tory, you being quiet. And Tory, to me, it doesn't give to me that he has like a whole lot of money to give out like that, especially with all this legal trouble. I know he spent a lot of money on them loyalties, loyalties, okay?
You can only invoke your fifth if the testimony that you are compelled to give will incriminate you, meaning that the context around the threat, if Meg will not tell us, if Kelsey tells us, it would incriminate her.
So we're gonna go through.
So what y'all think, guys? What y'all think? I will say though, the fact that he's saying, even though this lawyer may not be the most, may not be the most unbiased opinion, the fact that he did say that she was being truthful, but when it came to specific questions, at least she was answering more than what the blogs are just telling us. Because the way the blogs are spinning the story, they're making it seem like Miss Kelsey's not, spewing a thing. Like she's sitting there like that. She just quiet as a church mouse. Okay. And I really wish, of course, we had camera footage on the inside, just because we, as the people, as the American people, we could really detect who's telling the truth and who's telling the lies here. So it really is sad that this isn't televised like the O.J. Simpson trial. I wish it kind of was, because that would make it a little bit more, not juicy, but that would make us kind of really decipher who's saying what and how they're saying it, the emotions in which they're saying it. But what I hate is when she came in there basically saying, oh, I just hate all the lies. Because you're not coming in there with just telling your story. You're just coming up in there being like, oh my God, I'm going to get you, Mehgan, for all the sneak dissing that you did to me and your raps and for getting your homegirls on me. So that's the energy I feel like she was coming into the court case with. Shout out to Nosy Ho Live for the videos.
Get back into the courtroom very quickly. I sat at 12 o'clock directly in Kelsey's line of vision. I watched her testify. I watched her deny that Tory threatened to shoot her. I watched her confess that she lied to the police when she said that. The reason why she was lying to the police, the investigators, is because she wanted to protect herself. OMG. The rest of the testimony that we just saw in the after lunch session was a prosecutor holding on for dear life to a recording between her, a police investigator, and another LA County prosecutor, and Kelsey, and just replaying that recording and saying, Kelsey, didn't you say this? And Kelsey saying, I did. Kelsey, is that true? And Kelsey saying, no, I lied. Did the LA County prosecutors give Kelsey immunity? I think so. They did, didn't they? That's what I reported this morning. That's what I saw in this courtroom. Does Kelsey sound like a believable witness? No. Is Tory Lanez accusing her of being the shooter? Yes. I'll tell you something. That jury, most of them, it looked like they had their mind made up. I don't know which way, but they saw that person say that I lied about all that to protect myself. They're going to hear that there was gunshot residue on her.
Ooh, 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 ooh. What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? Before I tell y'all what I think, Mr. Ray told me that y'all gotta hit that like button because they're friends in every game.
It's time to finish these once and for what. Oh, and the friends, nothing to say. And the exes, still over there. Do I care? No. Oh, soon and soon.
Okay, I feel like they need to charge her for perjury because you lied to police, even though they, of course, they can't criminally charge her. For my lawyer people and my legal people, comment down below, entertainers, and in the live chat for my live watchers, as to if they could charge her for perjury for lying to the prosecution when they were asking her the preliminary questions that they did when they recorded her, because you just admitted on the stand that you lied. So you need to be charged. And the fact that he says that the jury has their mind made up, it kind of scares me because it's giving they have their mind made up that they think she did it because she's a liar. This is why you don't come in the case talking about, I played the fifth. Girl, this ain't the TV shows. You better tell the truth or so help you God. What you pleading the fifth for? Like, that to me shows that she's not to be trusted. That's why you got to pick your friends wisely, bro. You need to pick your friends wisely because they will snake you, testify against you, and try to make it seem as if it's something when it's really not. And if she really did pow her, that's really sad that you really pow your friend over a dude. Regardless if she, you know, maybe you was talking to him first and, you know, she shook her Big Debbie cakes and squatted on his face. Still, for you to want to take her life, you really should have just beat her up and just let it at that. But if you don't want to take her life, that's giving weird. That's giving Shanquilla vibes. Like, you're very weird for that. Like, you're weird. Okay? Like, weird. I really feel like her day of testifying was a waste of time. And it really kind of makes me mad that she came in the courthouse and just wasted everybody's time the way that she did. But we'll see what happens with it. Day 4, I believe, is tomorrow. I feel like when the news breaks, whether she's guilty or not guilty will literally determine how everybody feels about Tory, how everybody feels about Mehgan. But I just hope they don't go as hard on Mehgan if he is proven innocent, because regardless or not, she did get pop out in the foot. So let's not act like, you feel me, she stepped in some dirt. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm just really scared of this outcome. Like, because listen, he needs some discipline for what he did for all these people. He be beating up people for nothing. I'm telling you, like, just the pattern, it matches, you guys. The pattern matches. So I don't care what anybody says. Entertainers, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna read some tweets about some people's reaction when it comes to regarding the case. Okay, since today was Kelsey's day. All right, someone said Kelsey Harris is a friendly reminder to get all your bird brains out of your circle as quickly as possible. Exactly. And all the creepy crawling freaks who believe Kelsey pop out Meg are the same MFers saying Mehgan wasn't shot at all because Tory didn't do it. So they really just want a woman to blame. Exactly. Thank you. What happened to, I need all these people to come to the front of the line for the entertainers. All these people that have something to say about her, you know, stepping in glass and shards of glass. Where are these people now? Huh? Okay, because I'm on the stand. Where are these people now? Huh. Remember, she didn't get pow in the foot. She stepped in glass. That's why she was bleeding. Duh. She was barefoot. Duh. Y'all was making it lies talking about, there was even, I remember at some point, I don't know if it was his team or a blog didn't really mess with Mehgan. They used to put reports up that the medical surgeon didn't find bullet fragments out of in her foot. Okay, that they never took that out of her foot. That they took glass pieces out of her foot. Well, all of a sudden, those blogs are not posting any of that anymore, right? Funny how that works. All right, so everybody done lied, but Mehgan Kelsey's narrative is aligning with each the most. Tory paid Kelsey, I don't care what anybody else says. Mimi says Kelsey is obviously being unclear on purpose. I think so as well. That whole, she said she just had a baby, she's going through postpartum, pure BS. I don't believe any of that. I don't believe any of that. Because guess what? If you were if you weren't granted, I feel like if she wasn't granted immunity and they denied her the immunity, she would have gone against Tory 100%. Because the fact that Tory is claiming that she did it, she would make sure she could save her butt at any chance. So she would be like, yeah, he did it. You see that leprechaun right there? Yup. With the top hat. Check under the top hat. Guess what he got under there? That fake hair. He did it. Like, she would have been pointing the finger. So that's just what I think. So I said Kelsey Dump A just confirmed that Tory bribed her $1 million. I wouldn't say bribe, but like, girl, come on. So Meg told the truth once again. So Kelsey don't remember nothing. Girl, please. Apollonia says the fact Kelsey was paid by that man says a lot. And the fact that he offered both of them each $1 million to be quiet, it's not hard to believe that he would have paid her right now so that way she doesn't tell all of the truth. Okay? And I don't want y'all to think I'm some Mehgan writer. Okay? I think where Mehgan messed up was the Gayle King interview, which was dumb to me. She shouldn't have slept around as much as she did, girl. Okay? You should have been throwing them the Big Debbie cakes around, because now they're making it seem as if you're just some whore who just throws the Big Debbie cakes for fun. So you should have kept the Big Debbie cakes, you know, up under them thick jeans, and you should have just been doing them squats and that Mehgan dance on your knees. And stop trying to give niggas things to please. Okay, so I think that's where she would have been kind of good on. But the fact that she did those things, that's where people kind of side-eye her and make it seem as if she's some floozy. But I see things for what they are, okay? And when I see somebody who has a pattern of doing stuff, Mr. Tory, you got to call a spade, okay? Read a few more tweets and we're going to move on to the next topic, okay? Said all that matters is having core residents you want to hang with. Didn't Mehgan sleep with several dudes behind Kelsey? How is she considered the bird brain? Y'all don't hold that horse accountable for nothing. See, the dudes be coming against Mehgan. I'm telling y'all, didn't I just say that? It's the fact that she was throwing the Big Debbie case around. I really felt, I wish she could go back in time and not throw that Big Debbie case around, because they wouldn't be able to use that around her. But people act like they haven't ever, you know, been through a phase in life where like they just was just throwing the Big Debbie case around, throwing the Big Debbie case around, throwing the Big Debbie case around, because they trying to get some you know, some pressure off, and they're going through some things. You maybe just lost a family member and everything like that, so you're trying to relieve some stress, so you're going through a whole phase. Let's not act like this has never happened to people before, okay? So stop it. Mr. Innocent Virgins out there. Okay. I said, Kelsey just running for Tory, LOL. Demi says, reminder, this case is not about Mehgan's character, her sex partners, or her friendship. This entire case is Tory trying to prove he didn't pow her after he and Mehgan and Kelsey admitted he did. And then one last tweet said, Kelsey admitted she lied on Tory twice. Said Tory offered her money to keep quiet, but also said he didn't hit her or seen him with a pow. A lot of lies coming from these women. Google contradictory. Hush money doesn't prove beyond the reasonable doubt Tory shot. Kelsey being vague, she took that money. Hush money, child. Y'all gotta read between the lines. I mean, lines. Okay? Let me know what y'all think about day 3 in this testimony, because I feel like Kelsey was just a waste of time, and she just made the case, I feel like, a lot harder to come to a verdict. But the fact that that guy says, okay, he says that the jury has their mind made up. I got my mind made up. Okay? It's an issue. All right? All I know is I just hope one day somebody knocked the daylight savings out of Tory.
He knocked the daylight out of him. The daylight savings.
Okay? And I do believe that Mehgan is, and I know this is going to cause some, I think she's a lesbian.
They're both lesbians. I would say that Pumpkin would be the lipstick lesbian and Hoops would be, you know, the man.
And the reason why I say that, and I know you guys are probably going to be like, oh, where'd that come from? I think that she is because just some of the way she's acted, and I feel like maybe she may have had, and I know this is so crazy, I feel like she may have had feelings for her, and the fact that she and him were kind of commingling and dating, I think she kind of felt some type of way about that, like on the inside. Because think about it. They said they got, Kelsey, this is according to Kelsey, they all got in the car and they were arguing. All of them were arguing. Why would all of them be arguing? Why would it be an argument if Tory says, yeah, I'm dealing with Mehgan now, Kelsey, what's up? And this is Kelsey's first time hearing it. Why would Mehgan be mad? You get what I'm saying? I'm just throwing that out there, okay? I think she's a lipstick lesbian. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think, okay? All right, entertainers. Next topic I wanted to talk about, you guys, is Mr. Gunna. Gunna is free. A lot of people are acting like they've been in the streets and that they Crip or that they blood because they just think that they know these rappers so good. And they think that this boy then went and snitched, okay? They think he went and snitched on the rest of the YSL crew, and that's why he's out there in out there in the world, and he's not under fisticuffs. I do not think he snitched whatsoever. I feel like he was. This is his statement. Let me read his statement first, and then we're gonna talk about it. So. First, of course, he was released today. He said, "While I have agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements, have not been interviewed, have not cooperated, have not agreed to testify, or be a witness for or against any party in the case, and have absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial process in any way. I have chosen to end my own RICO case with an Alfred plea and end my personal ordeal by publicly acknowledging my association with the YSL. An Alfred plea in my case is the entry of a guilty plea to the one charge against me, which is in my best interest, while at the time maintaining my innocence towards the same charge. I love and cherish my association with YSL Music." Hence, he says YSL Music, not the YSL Gang Gang. Okay, make sure you guys keep that in mind. He said YSL Music. Because, okay. He said, "I look at this opportunity to give back to my community and educate young men and women that do the gang and violence and only lead to destruction." Okay? Here's my whole thing. This is the problem with the rap community in general, girl. There's nothing wrong for singing like a canary, girl, because you're in trouble and you need to get out, okay? Because guess what? Nobody gonna be in that cell with you. You're gonna be by yourself. I know if everybody did a crime, we need to all, serve the time together, but you was facing a lot of time, Mr. Gunna. And I know Young Thug probably felt some type of way, because I feel like Young Thug is the one who had a lot of the more crucial things against him. He being like the headmaster of the whole GANG, okay? Him being the whole master of it, he's not able, I don't think he's even able to even enter in no Alfred plea because you make up the YSL. So I wonder how he feels about him getting out. He's probably going to be happy for him, but on the inside, he's probably going to have some sort of anger because he feels as if like, wow, I should be able to get out too. I hate how people are making it seem as if he's singing like a canary because y'all don't know how legality works. Okay, I've heard of an Alfred plea before, and some of y'all favorite rap stars have gotten out on Alfred pleas as well. Don't think they got a good woo lady as well, okay? The only person that got a good woo lady is Mr. Kodak Black, because I know his woo lady. I'm playing. I know somebody who knows his woo lady. I wish. Okay, I did have a lot of things done for the kid. I'd be rich. I'd have 1 million subs. Okay, make sure I subscribe. All right, so he was sentenced to 5 years of prison, but was commuted to time. So the remaining balance of the sentence has been suspended too. So they say he's likely to be released from custody in due time. As part of the deal, the rapper will serve 500 hours of community service, okay? And I feel like this community service needs to be televised because it should be televised in order to show to show other rappers how not to get caught up. Remember when T.I. had that whole legal issue and everything like that, and he had to serve all them community hours and he was raking the leaves and everything like that. He had that whole television show to be able to show the youth what not to do. I feel like they need to do that again for him, okay? I think this is one of the best things that happened to Gunna because guess what? He dropped that weight. He was able to get off that lean addiction, in my opinion. He was able to get off of them popping them perks and Zex and everything like that in his mouth. So it's able for him to drop that pounds, okay? Which is really, really good. A lot of us need a diet like that. I think this is a life diet. And it was also a physical diet. So take a look at this clip of him leaving out of there, you guys. He was smiling pretty. Chloe's probably over there hot in the panties, girl. She's getting ready for those cakes to get thrown at Gunna.
Why the Alfred plea, Gunna?
He's not making any statements right now, guys. Thank you.
Anything you can say for fans or supporters?
No, we have a. My head's spinning. I haven't slept in a while. We have a press release that I think we issued.
Thank
Do y'all have a copy?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Is that his girl? Let me find out. Ooh. I already know if that's his girl, he for the busted down when he get home. Oh my God. Listen, Chloe somewhere sitting in front of her mirror talking about, please me like you please me. I know you're gonna do me right. You gonna please me like you please me. I'm a fucking human and you're just so night. Please me like you please me. Please me. Please me. She go, Chloe getting ready. Oh, let me stop. Let me know if y'all think Mr. Gunna got up there on that on the podium, kind of, you know, the little snitching. I don't think he did. He just doesn't seem like the type that'll do that, because I feel like he's way too loyal for that. And if he did, he would already did that, to be honest, because it's not like he's been in there for like a week or something. He's been in there for a little bit of time. A lot of time has passed by. A lot of people don't know how quickly time passed by when you're in the clinker, because if you know anybody that's been in the clinker, you see how quickly you'd be like, wow, they've really been in there already for like a year or two. So yeah. Next thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, was Academic. Mr. Academics is getting real bold, okay? So he's saying that if Lil Baby challenged him to a battle, that he wouldn't care to, you know, get at him. And he said he would choke him, okay? Which I'm like, you talking some big. It's one thing to come against the material guy. That's one thing to challenge the material guy. But you challenging the Atlanta Tomb Raider. Do you hear me? Allegedly, Mr. Lil Baby still out here in the field. And I'm not talking about Natalie Nunn's field. I'm talking about a whole nother field. I'm talking about his field. Okay? The field that he played on and got arrested in. Whatever. Him, Gunna, that's the field I'm talking about. So just take a look, y'all, because
free or for money. I just want to get in the ring with him. No, you don't got no 4PF, nigga. I will choke you to death. I will punch you in your face. You're not doing shit. Stop it. You're a retarded rapper. You can't do shit. Stop it. Who gonna stand on that?
I want to know what security he think he got that he'll be able to even let that even happen. Listen, the moment you even step in the same building as this man, your cheeks will deflate. This is why I don't like Academics, because it's like, why are you beefing with the talent? Us as bloggers and everything like that, our goal is not to beef with the talent, okay? We give our opinions and we move on. If they like it or not, that's too bad. But you beefing with the talent that you talked about, it's just so unprofessional. It's stupid to me. And I know I'm going to talk with the whole crew talking, but you don't go in there and start threatening them and all that type of stuff, because you got to understand, you got to go to events, you got to go to certain things, and then if you end up running to people or people that know them, they're going to get you. So I really hope he has that security, he keeps that same energy if he ever comes around, Lil Baby, because I don't think it's going to end up really good for him. So he might want to be careful. That's all I'm saying, because that is not the material raw. All right? One last thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, was Charlamagne. He made a statement saying that, you know, yeah, he's the one that would take the Big Debbie cakes.
Eyes thing. It's not a personality.
Nah, bro. Don't play me. I ain't no bottom, bro.
Oh, you're top?
Easily power top energy over here, bro.
Really? So you just wasting that thing?
Taylor said I cannot. I stated I'm thick and don't want to be a bottom. That makes zero sense.
Wait.
No, it doesn't.
Well, you got all them cheeks for what?
For people to look at and be enticed by.
Bro, nah,
you know what I'm saying?
This ain't a wax museum.
You get to look at this and be enticed by it, but you don't get to clap it, bro. You better turn around.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Turn around.
No.
Oil up your ankles, let your Timbs tap.
Whoa.
All right? You rather let clap them cheeks, DJ Envy or Andrew Schultz?
Ooh, this is a really big question here.
Disrespectful question though.
Why?
Do I look like a bottom to you, bro?
But this is really a size thing. It's not a personality thing,
Nah,
right?
bro. Don't play me. I ain't no bottom, bro.
Oh, you're top?
easily power top energy over.
Okay, my question is to you ladies. And then, let me start. I was gonna start singing the song. Okay, would you guys be comfortable dating with a dude that's always comfortable enough to be able to make jokes like that and talk about taking Big Debbie cakes? Because it's good that he's comfortable in his sexuality to be able to say certain things like that, but it's coming to a point where, Charlamagne, we're looking at you as like, you really do this on the low because you talk about it a little bit too much and you take too much enjoyment in talking about it, and you know, a little bit too much. You get what I mean? I don't think there's nothing too much wrong about joking like that, because that shows that you're comfortable with yourself. But when you do it on a routine basis, it starts to look a little sus to me, like very sus to me. Okay? And if y'all know Charlamagne, he's been doing this for a long while, even since Guy Code was around. Remember when MTV had Guy Code? Him and Andrew Schultz, they love doing that type of stuff. Even somebody like Lil Duval. That's why I always look at Lil Duval with a side eye, because he's always the one to say questionable things about the community and, like, you know, the stuff that he says, but he's besties with Charlamagne, and you know how they joke. So it's like, you really gotta watch dudes like that. I'm telling y'all, that's all I'm saying. If I was a girl, I wouldn't be comfortable with a guy if my dude was constantly saying stuff like that. But it's good that he's comfortable, but like, chill out on the jokes, because especially even during Breakfast Club, they'll be talking about the most regular things, and then he'll just be talking about how he wants to take Envy's Big Debbie cakes, and Envy's sitting there like, what? Wait, what are you talking about, bro? Like, he gets thrown off, because y'all know Envy is the one that really, you know, get down for the get down, allegedly. All right, entertainers, let me know what y'all think about that situation. All right, what y'all think about Mehgan's versus Tory's trial and Miss Kelsey taking a stand? What do you guys think about academics keeping that same energy? And also, what do you guys think about Gunna being free? Do you guys think he ratted out or not? All right, entertainers, leave your comments down below, and we are out, babies.
No personal thing.